disloyal participation at the highly controversial Tea Party. Good luck in Washington, Little Miss Georgia.
Wow, Taylor, what a heartwarming story.
In other news, the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, otherwise known as North Korea, threatened to launch their new ICBM nuclear missiles at American cities. Earlier today, they released this statement. We call upon the government of the United States to proclaim now the unconditional surrender of all American armed forces, and to provide proper and adequate assurances of their good faith in such action. The alternative for the United States is prompt and utter destruction.
And now we go live to Atlanta, Georgia, where some passing pedestrians have a special message for North Korea.
You asking me, boy? I tell you, I grew up, I learned simple values from my mom. We picked tobacco, we were hard working white people. Now we got all this stuff going on, all this freebie handouts. We got all this stuff because we got all these yellow bellies that didn't do what they learned in school. The one thing maybe they learned in school, besides that evolution stuff where we come from monkeys, was that Mr. Thomas Jefferson learned me. I got this for you, Korea. We don't never give up. Mr. Thomas Jefferson, he learned us. My mammy learned me, my pappy learned me, and I learned my boys that you don't never give up. These colors, they don't run. You see this here? These colors, they don't run. If they run, you end up with all kinds of stuff. You ain't got a pot to piss in. You got a mud puppy in the White House. That's all I got to say. You got a mud puppy in the White House.
Wow, Chet, what a patriotic statement. We can only hope that our next generation will show such loyalty as well.
And now we go to reporter Marlboro Black with our top story of the day.
Thanks, John. Today is a great day for Negroes across America. Earlier today in this rural South Georgian town, African-American citizen Devonte Harris was taken to prison with only 3 major bruises.
Georgia's continued perseverance in activism.
In other news, New York City got a bit of an unpleasant surprise
Yes,
today.
Earlier today, a North Korean DF-31 nuclear missile was launched into downtown Manhattan. In Cliffside Park, an area near Harlem, a passing Korean man who happened to be wearing a radiation suit has been kind enough to provide us with footage from his camcorder.
Wow, John. This sure is going to be a hot topic of discussion. And now we have reporter Michael Fitzgerald with our top story.
Thank you, Chet. Today is a great day for God-fearing atheists. Renowned atheist Josiah Moss claimed to have found and killed God.
Showing our youth still care about this great country.
In other news, Atlanta, Georgia received an abnormally large shipment of junk mail today. The streets are littered with pamphlets containing a less than peaceful message.
Yes, these pamphlets aren't just telling the citizens of Atlanta to come to their local theater to see their latest poorly done production. No, these bear a message of aggression, a message of hate.
According to the pamphlets, the city of Atlanta, Georgia is scheduled for demolition on the date of August 9th, 2010. That's in 2 days, folks. And now, Federal Representative Chaz Williams would like to make a statement on why our government hasn't retaliated yet.
You see, Chet, in the poor economic state the United States is in right now, a professional economist has devised a plan to acquire more money for the next stimulus package. You see, the demand for missile guidance systems has skyrocketed in the past few months, so the United States military sold their entire supply when the price peaked. Our American ambassadors are currently trying to get some of them back, but the missiles have changed hands over the past few weeks. Now, we cannot release the name of the country currently in possession of the missiles, but we can assure the public that one will be returned to us in 2 days via airmail. Back to you, Chet.
Thank you, Chaz. Now we go live, where ex-veteran General Scott would like to express his feelings.
I was on the Indianapolis when she went down. We thought we'd be okay. But the sharks came all night long. They kept coming. It was an atrocity, I tell you, an atrocity. The sharks. No mercy. Innocent soldiers in the water, helpless. bombed by the shark's teeth, obliterated by the sharks. This is an atrocity. This is an atrocity. It will not stand. This aggression will not stand. I'm tired of these yellow bellies in the White House. It's time. It's time for us to take a stand for America, like we did before in WW2, the big one. Well, this is the next big one. This is it. We will be united again. Our factories will be growing again. We'll be building again machines of defense to take down this evil empire. The unmitigated audacity of those yellows to attack us. Yellows will not win. We said that in World War II. Never again will the yellows win. We're not going to let it happen. I will rise from my grave if I have to. We will not let it happen. This atrocity will not stand. That's all I have to say.
Yes, an atrocity indeed, General. Unfortunately for all the citizens of Atlanta out there, the Department of Military Evacuation announced today that it would be impossible to evacuate all Atlanta in just 2 days.
Wow, John. That's probably not something they want to hear.
Yes, but the good news is the United States Legislature passed a bill reinforcing the mandatory practice of bomb drills in Atlanta city schools.
That's right, kids. That math test you didn't study for may get delayed after all.
Obscenity. Parents will think twice before allowing their children to see Little Miss Georgia again.
In other news, Georgian City, Atlanta had a heat wave that they'll never forget.
That's right, Chet. Earlier today, Atlanta was struck with a Korean nuclear missile. An anonymous source has provided us with several different views of the explosion.
And now we have another shocking story. Earlier today, African-American President Barack Obama surrendered to the Democratic People's Republic of Korea.
This unpatriotic statement is undergoing criticism everywhere. Some scholars are claiming this surrender may be indirectly linked to the bombing of New York.
침략한 미국인의 항구의 배를 수사하고 탈취하고 명백하지 않은 이유로 공격했다. 이런 일들을 막기 위해선 대한민국의 핵무기를 사용할 수밖에 없었다. 한국의 군사들을 미국이 침투시켰다면 미국 군병들뿐만 아니라 많은 한국 군병들까지 목숨이 잃었을 거다. 따라서 미국을 핵무기로 공격하는 방법이 미국과 한국을 위한 최선 선택이었다고 결론 짓는다.
아, 그렇구나.